Shout out to Chelsea Love.
But huge height differential here with Joe versus Rahamim. Joe is an excellent pressure fighter. That's why I'm going to be curious about in this fight. Not just the length of Joe being able to keep his distance from his opponent, but he's a pressure fighter. He keeps his hands in the face. And Joe is actually pretty technically sound. His elbows tend to get a little bit wide sometimes, and so he might be open for something down the middle from his opponent. But if Joe can keep that range and keep those his jabs and his 1-2 pumping, he should be able to do okay in this bout just by his advantages.
Ooh, Rahamim looking like he's throwing some power shots, some really strong leg kicks there. You can see the size difference in the thighs, and yeah, those will add up on you.
Oh yeah, Joe didn't like that kick when that landed. Joe's dropping that right hand already. I don't like that. I saw that from the beginning. He just ate a left hook by Rahamim.
Yeah, I think Raheem's looking to counter here. Joe taking the center, trying to pressure forward like you said he would.
There you go. I think Joe needs to keep that distance right there and just try to find his jab right now.
Yep.
Keep his opponent back. See, right there, that's exactly what his opponent wants to do. Get in and land those combinations on the inside, because that's where Joe's power is not.
Right. Yeah, Rahamim looks like he's trying to get in and get out, trying to, bob and weave in, throw some power shots. Ends with low kicks, though. I like these low kicks that Rahamim's throwing, because you know what? Those are going to add up.
Most definitely. And Joe is feeling him. I see a wince on his face every time that Rahamim lands those leg kicks. But what I'm not liking is Joe is eating that left hook from like another one.
Yeah.
He's eating multiple left hooks right now because he keeps dropping that right hand. If he keeps doing that, it's going to be a dangerous night for Joe.
Oh, Joe throwing a hook of his own, though, landing on Rahamim, and looking like he's doing a good job here trying to counter these strikes that Raheem's been throwing.
I really don't like what I'm seeing from Joe right now as far as how he's throwing his punches. Every time that he extends that punch out, he's dropping it down towards his waist as he's bringing it back, and it's leaving him susceptible for some counters that are just going to be pretty hard if he keeps his face there.
Yeah, he's also on the back foot now. Joe came out the pressured fighter, and that has changed. Rahamim has definitely turned the tide. He's taking the pressure. He's pushing Joe back, and he knows that those low kicks are adding up. He knows his hooks are landing. So Joe's got to figure something out here. Start throwing the teeth. Keep this kid away from you.
Yeah.
Attack the inside thigh. Just slow Rahamim down, because right now he's starting to get confident. He's starting to feel his shots land on Joe. Joe's got to start putting together a little more combinations before he just starts to kind of like wing his jab out there or wing his right hand. He's got to just like settle down a little more and kind of keep Raheem at a distance, but also land attacks of his own. Set something up. Don't make this kid confident where he can come in on you.
Exactly. And Raheem is doing a great job of getting inside, landing a few combination strikes, and then getting back out before Joe can actually respond. And those leg kicks are adding up. We mentioned how Joe is on his back foot now, which he wasn't in the beginning. That could very well be because those leg kicks are landing, and then Joe doesn't have the confidence of throwing some of his own because those leg kicks are hurting him. So it's hard to tell. It's going to be an interesting beginning of the second round. I'd like to see if Joe can keep his distance, but Raheem is doing a great job of getting inside of Joe and landing that left hook over and over.
Yeah, that was some nice straights for Joe, but Raheem countered, and you see he dipped. Oh, counters with those hooks, man.
See, Joe's a pressure fighter, but he's leaving his face open every time with every combination. That left hook is finding a home every time for Raheem.
Yep. Yeah, he had some luck with the straight rights, but like you said, just dropping. Oh, got caught there with the big hook, caught again.
Joe landed a nice straight right down the middle, but ate two huge left hooks by Raheem. Like, he's got to bring those his fists back to home. He can't not be covering himself up.
Yeah, like start teep away at the leg. You're trying to exchange with the hook thrower. I would say your straights were working, but when you get in there, you can't get away from the hook. If I were Joe, I'd be starting to, use your legs. Chip away at Raheem's legs. He's got nice thick legs. Chip away at those.
Exactly.
He can't hold on his weight on there too long.
And don't throw lazy kicks. If you're going to throw a kick, commit. But I would rather see some push kicks. I'd rather see some teeps. Get this guy back and land some straight rights of your own.
A knee to the body right there, too. After he throws that 1-2, Raheem, you see how he dips? Just throw a knee to the body. Throw it up like we've been saying all night with these fighters that like to dip down.
See, even that was a lazy front kick by Joe. His toes weren't even pointed up on that. like to be able to get a nice little teep on him. Like it was just a flick.
Yeah.
It was almost like a distance tester rather than a strike. But those left hands are finding a home for Raheem. Joe has got to do something about that. We're only in the second round right now. If he keeps getting shot like that, we may see Joe hit the canvas.
Yeah, you see Raheem over here getting some confidence, dropping his hands, saying, come on in. Nothing you're doing is hurting me. Go ahead, try to touch me up.
We need more kicks by Joe. Joe needs to, yes, do that. And I need those combinations that you're throwing. End it with a kick. Change it up. Change up the combinations. We see you're throwing your hands. See,
he threw a knee there, right there. Should have been doing that the entire round.
From the beginning. You need to be adding those to each combination.
Yeah, the 1-2s aren't going to do it. Rahamim has already seen that. He already knows how to counter you. He's already landing the hook on you. Joe's got to switch up his technique. Yeah, he lands a 1-2, but by the time he gets his hand back, he's getting caught with the hook.
Yep, and if he follows that up with a body kick right there, it might even disrupt the timing of Raheem to be able to get to where that left hook isn't landing. That left hook is finding its home.
Every time.
Shout out to our DJ, the best DJ, DJ Drastic X on the 1s and 2s.
Shout out to our DJ, been keeping us going all night. Yeah, if I'm Combat Club in the corner of Joe, I'm telling him, you got to mix it up. Throw your kicks. Commit to the kick. Throw a crushing teep to the gut. We've seen that keel some guys over already. They don't like it. The guys that dip down, get to the body. They're already going to be there. You throw your leg up, hey, the chin is there as well.
Honestly, I think he could dominate a round with this guy with just front kicks to the body and straight rights.
I agree.
Protect your face, front kicks to the body, and straight rights. Keep him back and just right down the middle.
I agree. Again, just 1-2s, 1-2s, 1-2s. That's all he's throwing.
Throw some body kicks in there, and you're going to disrupt that guy's timing.
But he's got Rahamim against the ropes. Yeah, Rahamim's looking, he's slowing down just a tad. Maybe the overwhelming pressure of Joe in this third round is kind of taking a little bit out of him. He has been throwing the stronger shots as well.
He's been definitely throwing more power shots the whole night. He's still capable, nice little bob, and we're right there with the left hook that just missed Joe.
Like, I need Joe to finish with a kick. Finish with a kick.
Finish and pressure.
His leg is there. His belly is there. Just finish with a kick or a knee.
Good knee, Raheem, right there to Joe's body. See, another left hook lands by Raheem. You got 1 minute left in this final round. Both these guys really need to make a stand right here. It's been a tough fight to kind of judge in a sense. Raheem has – the pressure's there for Joe, but Raheem has landed over and over more significant strikes.
Yeah. See, Joe turning it up here, catching the chin of Raheem. Finish it. Finish it with a kick. Finish it with a knee. You know, again, you're not going to outbox this guy necessarily at the end of a round like this. You know, let's see some damage to the body. Really slow him down and put him where you want.
Break him up, ref. Break him up. 30 seconds left in the final round right now for this. Nice combination there for Raheem.
Yeah, ref's got to get this clinch broken up a little faster here.
I think the ref may need an energy shot.
Both fighters pretty tired, though. You can tell at the end of this third round, kind of both trying to grab their breath when they get in that clinch there.
I think Joe feels like that he needs to land a big shot right here.
Yep.
And he's pressing forward, but Raheem's landing with a nice knee to the body right there on the entry from Joe. I mean,
tough to score, but I mean, Rahamim in the beginning, throwing the most shots, throwing the ones that count, had Joe wincing. I mean, it's hard not to give him rounds 1 and 2.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. It's going to be well, with the judges here tonight, who knows? There's been, 3 or 4 split decisions here so far. Again, decent performance by both fighters right there. Nice combinations. Good pressure by Joe as well, but I don't think he did enough to be able to deal with the power shots from Raheem, to be able to actively outscore him in the judges' eyes. Now, those leg kicks from Raheem early were really affecting Joe. I think that changed the pace as far as because Joe was throwing leg kicks in the beginning.
Yeah.
But then once Raheem started landing those shots of his own, those went out the window. He started to do pressure fighting with the 1s and 2s. I needed to see a broader volume of a combination. Like, they needed to be ending instead of 1 to 2s, 1 to 2s, 1, 2, 3, 4, in with a kick, circle out, back at it. You know, keep the pressure like you're doing, but we got to mix up these combinations, man, or we got to add more to it. We got to add a little bit more color to these strikes. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. We'll see what the judges come up with.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, make some noise for Joe and Rahamim. What an amazing fight. After 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to a judge's decision. Judge number 1 has this bout 29-28 for the black corner. Judge number 2 has this bout 29-28 for the red corner. And judge number 3 has this bout 29-28 for your winner via split decision, fighting out of the black corner, Rahamim Berdugo. Great fight.